guys, so today I have a video of Sibylline by Melissa de la Cruz, and I love anything that Melissa de la Cruz has written because she's a wonderful author. I really love all her books. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I read all her books. I might be wrong, but I read several of her books. And when I was like, oh man, Melissa de la Cruz has written something new, I wanted to check out her book and see what it's about. The tagline is really cool. It says, and the cover is really cool. It says, risk it all for magic, ruin it all for love. And in the back it says, in magic, knowledge is everything, and civilian cards is like a secret. So basically, it's like a dark academia kind of vibe, and I really like dark academia kind of vibe. And it's just, the cover is just really beautiful. So as usual, I'll go inside the flap. It says, thank you for application to Sibylline College of Magical Arts. After careful consideration, we regret to inform you that we are unable to offer you admission to our incoming class. Raven, Atticus, and Dorian have dreamed of attending Sibylline for as long as they can remember. But when the magical Ivy League University rejects them, the friends' plans in future studying the arcane together began crashing down. Until they decided to steal an education and many jobs on campus, they sneaked into lectures and swiped forbidden texts, dodging the administration's watchful eye. In the quiet of the night, in the thrill of secrecy, the magic awakens, and so do long-buried attractions that turn their friendship into something more. But like magic, love can create and it can destroy. As their unrequited feelings and resentment threaten to fracture their bond, the trio discovers an insidious magic that had sunk its claws into Sibylline, killing students and corroding the very bones of the university. Now the three intruders may be the key to saving the institution from wreckage if they don't wreck one another first. And then this one's like, love is a quick beast, a polterist that can convince you it's not there, even when it takes you by the hand and pulls you in. And this is what the end papers look like. It's so pretty and so stunning. And then we have Emily Bronte wrote, love is like a wild rose, brighter. Friendship is like the holy tree. The holy is dark when the rose brighter blooms, but which will bloom most completely. Okay. So, it starts out with the college, obviously, Sibylline College. It's a setting, and it's underneath this clock called the Arches Tower, and it chimes 12 times because it's midnight. And she's already late, and she's like any great being, Sibylline College slept in darkness fell. Like all the big things they dreamed through the cobblestone streets were empty, and wrought iron gates stood like sentries. The nights it seemed to breathe. A deep inhale, the chill breeze prickling against bare skin. A deep exhale, the soft hush of leaves falling from within. With the bell still echoing, the girl slipped through the door and left open the base of arches and climbed the tall and spiraling stairs that took her to the top of the tower. Below the Gothic campus rested gray and stony towers, poking from the darkness. So it's very like Gothic type of vibe. And she's so ambitious that she wants to like touch the statue, claim its power, and join St. Alphida's Hall. So, of course, she's a freshman. So every freshman with ambition to be a part of a secret society completed the task. The moment you made contact, you were imbued with magic, and for days afterward, everything you touched would become enchanted. Isn't that cool? So we have our first quote from Mary Shelley, who wrote Frankenstein, and you should see the movie out of Frankenstein. It's so good. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. And it says, thus strangely our souls constructed, and by such slight judgment are we bound to prosperity or ruin. And it says, it's a terrible thing. Wanting acceptance or rejection, the letter will dictate my fate. My name glitters in silvery ink on the envelope, the wax seal of Sibylline College of Magical Arts intact and tempting me to break it. It should be easy, like ripping off a band-aid, but I can't bring myself to do it. I have been waiting for a letter for what feels like my whole life, and now I'm not sure what to do with it. I both want and don't want to know what's inside a purgatory of my own creation, and I have been trapped into the letters and unexpected of my own. Alright, so this is set in Brooklyn Heights Promenade, and I'll just read you what it is. We all know when and where to meet. I'm still holding the letter tightly when I claimed our bench on the Brooklyn Heights Promenade with its picturesque view of the Manhattan skyline in the umber summer evening. And it says, if any of us gets in, it's definitely be you. You're the best of us. Plus, you're the only one who can afford it. And if this money doesn't matter, Raven, I love you, and I love that name, Raven. I love you with all my heart, but people with money always say money doesn't matter. It also doesn't take away from the fact that you're a natural magician. And it's like a magical college. These Jordan activists don't have the same luxuries, and despite has Raven. And despite what many comfortable people want to believe, innate magical ability cannot be brought. A small percentage of the population has innate magical ability, and people like us, different, special, gifted. Everyone else can learn magic from spellbooks if they're accepted into a magical college. But for us, magic is like breathing. And for us, magic is like breathing. Seeing you use your magic never gets old. And I'm like, I love it. And says, and then it's like, he chooses aura, only that he can see. And it's like trying to touch an invisible cloud. I am what's called a situational polyglot. Confirmed when I was an 8 by a specialist who studies magical skills in children. My whole life has been working towards this moment. The instant I heard about Sibyllines and my entire universe shifted. Non-magical nerds can have Harvard or Yale. There's only one Ivy that counts for the magical incline, and that's Sibylline. It's not the only school in North America dedicated to the study of magic, but far the oldest and the best. The other magical schools teach rudimentary magic or magic history. They will help you pick up a minor spell here and there, but there's only one that instructs students in the mastery of the supernatural arts. One school with access to the oldest memories and the ancient wisdom that they contain. And magic knowledge is everything, and Simon guards its secret closely. I want to know it all. And she's like so tempted to open the envelope. And it's like not really in my control. And she's like, the only problem is that getting into the most prestigious magical university in the country is one of the hardest things that I can do. So it kind of like Harry Potter vibes. I mean, because it's like Harry Potter, it's like a magical school, so I think it's like kind of maybe it's like that vibe. And with something this magical, she's like, our lives are already defined by Sibylline. With something this magical, most definitely, whether we want to admit it or not, it's the one chance we have of becoming real wizards. Otherwise, kids like us get shuffled to basic magic programs and end up at some bank or accounting firm using magic to sniff whether people are lying on their own applications, boring and tedious work. But But no, it's real. I didn't get in. I won't be attending Sibylline. I won't achieve my dreams. I might as well decide. Right here and now, I don't even want to think about what I did wrong. I performed well on the written exams, scoring high marks in history and lore. And in the interview, I displayed my talents transcribing in real time the text that ancestor offered offered to me a piece apparently written by the 18th century monk in its own private dialect. I done well, but it hadn't mattered. Actually, want the screen image. Like, I worked so hard for this. How many sleepless nights did I spend studying for the MSAT, the Arkin College admissions test? Was being the president of Manhattan's Youth Magicians Club not enough? What about the nation's award for excellence in sorcery? Did none of that even matter? My application was perfect. Perfect. The disappointment is numbing. Maybe it's for the better. It's just a school for a bunch of magic snobs and alias wizards and rich engineers. So what's even the point in education? And that's what comes with being friends, best friends, all of us, no matter what. We're together, we're planning, intending something, so now what? Well, we have to separate. It's like, well, there goes my chance. It didn't apply anywhere else. It was either Sibylline or nothing. Like, me too. We all did the same. And it's like, I won't let this happen to us. I refuse. I can't give up. Not now. What if we don't take no for an answer? What are you saying? Reject and rejected? We can't make them accept us, can we? So, she's really upset. And she's like, yeah. So she's like very upset. And she learned that the school is so different from the real human world. And she's very upset because there are things that she can't control. And so in the human world, she's like, she can't work through relationship problems. It's like I can sense people, their emotions at times, even their thoughts. My power manifests often without my control. I have good days and bad. Some days I can see hazy colors floating around people's head. Other days I can feel their moods as if they're my own. Once in a while, I see people moods as colorful auras, pink or red when they are angry, or agitated blue when they're calm. Sometimes all mixed up like a kaleidoscope, so it often goes with the complexity of humans' emotions. I have had the power even since I can remember picking up on the energy of those around me, maybe to an unnerving degree. I think I know my people were getting any force before they did. Before being here, I simply now know that it's as if my power is dialed up to 11. Maybe it's the magic that collected in Sibylline, employing my ability. But it takes my surprise just how loud it all is. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. So she joined the secret society. And she says, even someone like me who was obsessed with Sibylline doesn't know about it. One more privilege I have been denied. And it says, I am not sure I will ever get used to seeing magic used so casually. It's thrilling. So, and then she's like, yeah, she's been, possesses magical ability. And but she's like, you wouldn't have found your way here if you weren't special. It's like, but I'm not special. I wasn't accepted into Sibylline. So she's kind of like, she has this like dark aura around her because she's like, I reached to touch it, and it has a strange quality, a kind of dark air, almost as if memories within it are so strong that I can feel them before I make contact. Something deep within me tells me not to touch it, to move, or next to me, next object. I ought to listen to that voice, but instead I push it aside. I came here to take risk into me to learn and to learn. So I extend my index finger nervously, my whole body twitching. It's just a piece of wood. I try to show it myself, but I know in myself it's something more potent. The instant I touch it, my eyes roll back to into my head. I pulled, drawn downward deep into myself. It's like I'm being dragged underwater, falling to the bottom of the ocean. My feet heavy, my water dark and some in the blackness of space. And then it's just like there's a body wearing a Sibylline cloak. And it's like chain and dead, and then something here is shadowed. So you see the shadow. And I know they love me, but they never really understood me. I'm not sure it's because I'm magical and they're not. But I always felt different from them. I didn't want to fight. Alright, so she's still kind of upset, but she's kind of different. She doesn't know what exactly she has, this magical power. She feels different. She can sense people's aura. She just feels very misplaced and misunderstood because she goes, I know it's a bit rude to ask a fellow magician directly about their capabilities, but I'm curious what made Sibylline accept her and not me. So she's kind of like feeling hurt, a little bit lost, a pain of feeling rejected from like her favorite school, and so that's basically what she's going through, and she's kind of like feeling lost and confused, and she really wants to learn magic. But since she's not accepted to the school, she's kind of she's gone through this library. And she's like, the books have a mind of their own. And she's like, are these books dangerous? Because, they might have certain spells that might enter certain type of magic. And she's like, are these books dangerous? She's like, no, are all books dangerous? Because knowledge is power, isn't it? And, so she reads and she thinks everything you want to know is beyond it. The whole history of magic rests in that ring. And she's like wondering like what would happen if I just read one book. And she does, and she teaches magic herself. And so she does that. And she's like, I want to prove my worth. I want to learn magic, and I want to like see what's the best, and I'll teach myself. And she does. And so let's see what else I can tell you. I think I'm gonna stop there now. And now she's kind of, after teaching herself, she's kind of being hunted, and she has this memory that is still too raw, too violent to discuss. So I just push it away from mind and I don't want to think about it. I just want a moment's peace. And I think because she is reading too many books about magic and maybe like something happened to her and she's trying to push it away. Because like again she's being hunted and she feels completely helpless and she doesn't know what to do. So she has to go through that and deal with all that. Let me see what else. I think that's the best summary I can give you. I don't know if this video helped or not, but yeah, I'm gonna stop the video right there. But I think that's the best summary or book review that I can give you about Sibylline. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this vlog of me trying to explain what Sibylline's about by Melissa Cruz. If you like Harry Potter and the dark, like academia and the magical vibes and the magic and spells and a wizard type of thing, then you'll enjoy this book. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. Like I said, I love Melissa Cruz and her writing and all her. I really enjoy most of her books. So with that being said, please check out and read this book, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.